The Prophet ﷺ was asked, particularly on the night of Al-Isra wal Mi'raj. You know, there were some people that questioned that journey, how he made that journey. There are some people that just wanted to know what it was like. And a group of companions came to the Prophet ﷺ and they asked the Messenger ﷺ, what did it sound like? You know, what did you see and what did it sound like? I mean, as you're traveling through these galaxies with rapid speed, what is it that you heard out there? And the Messenger ﷺ, he says, Inni ara ma la taron. He says, look, I see things that you are incapable of seeing. Wa asma'u ma la tasma'un. And I hear things that you are incapable of hearing. He says, Inna as-sama'a attat. Said the heavens are creaking. Attat means they are shaking violently. Wa huqqa laha an ta'it. And there's a reason why the sound of it is like it's shaking violently. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, because there isn't a space of 4 fingers except that there's an angel that has been created in prostration to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is doing nothing but declaring his praises. So he described the sound of vibration. Okay, I want you just to listen quickly to what it sounds like in outer space. NASA actually had a recording from outer space they put up 16 years ago, right before the turn of the millennium. And the name of the research was Our Universe is Not Silent, because there was this idea that if you went out to outer space, you wouldn't hear anything except for the moving objects. Just listen to what it sounds like in outer space. Obviously, you know, that's good enough. You guys can't hear everything, but if you get a chance to listen to it, it's actually quite breathtaking. And actually one of the researchers who published that research said that it sounds like 1 billion men doing Gregorian chants all simultaneously at the same time. SubhanAllah. When I heard that, I remember this hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Inni ara ma la taron wa asma'u ma la tasma'un. Look, I see things that you don't see, and I hear things that you don't hear. And that's a sign of hope for us as well, because we're always paranoid about jinn being everywhere and shayateen being everywhere. The number of angels compared to the number of jinn is dramatically different. There's a huge difference between how many angels there are out there and how many jinn and devils there are out there. So this is a magnificent creation. The malaika, belief in them is the second pillar of our faith. And subhanAllah, Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, he says the reason why it's the second pillar of our faith is because of JIBREEL alayhi salam. Because the only reason, for example, we don't necessarily we have to believe in the jinn, but it's not necessarily a pillar of faith, right? Can you be a believer without believing in the jinn? No, you can't. It's in the Quran, Surah Al-Jinn. But it's not a separate category of the pillars of faith. The reason being that all of the pillars of faith have to do with the integrity of the message. And so the reason why a pillar of faith, there's a separate pillar of faith of belief in the malaika, is because of this angel Jibreel alayhi salam that brings the message to the